Alright, hello, and welcome to part 6 of the AM2R 100% speedrun tutorial. Nope, not a casual tutorial. Alright, so in this tutorial I'm going to be taking us through probably the distribution center, the first part of the distribution center and cleanup. I think is where I'm going to wind up going here, but like always, we'll have to see how long the video is. So we'll be picking up right here. So we're going to want to head right here, and you're going to want to get a shine spark going. And then roll over here, right next to that wall there, just head straight up. And now we come to the best named room in the game, the Meatboy Room. And 100%, since you have so much health, the strat for the Meatboy Room is to just lay a power bomb and kind of just rush through it. So you're going to want to lay the power bomb right around here, and then just head on through. And then you're going to start another shine spark. There's two strats here. I'm going to show the simple strat first. It looks like that, minus the go over this thing. You want to go a little lower than that. Ideally, you would slam into the side of that. The other one, okay. You can tell I've never actually tried to go back that way, but the other strat's a little fancier, harder, and saves. It's harder and it doesn't actually save that much time. It does save a little bit of time, but with your shine spark, you're going to open the door and then. Alright, let me try that one more time. It's kind of similar to the jump into research. There you go. And then you're going to drop down into it like that. It saves a little bit of time. But once you're done with that, you're not going to do that. Once you're done with this, you're going to roll off. You're going to charge up another shine spark, and then you're going to just spark straight right through this room. Backup strat in case you mess that up and you wind up, say you bonk into here or the door or something. Just start shooting and running and you'll get through here just fine. Lay a power bomb in this room. From now on, be sure you don't use any more power bombs. Alright, because you need those two power bombs during cleanup. And obviously you don't want to stop and save because saving is slow. Alright, so in this next room, easiest strat, just crouch, shoot a missile, then you go through and shoot that ball. Easy, consistent. You might be tempted to lay a power bomb in this room. Do not lay a power bomb in this room, it's bad. Not only because it uses your power bomb, but because it slows down your... It slows down your... What it does is it activates the little energy things, and you obviously don't want that because that makes moving through here a bit of a pain, especially since as you'll see, these little EMP balls are not consistent. But so what I like to do here is bomb this out and then immediately lay a bomb kind of next to the ball, and it'll usually wind up doing good things there. So that's kind of how I like to get through that room. So now what you're going to want to do, go back over this way, and you're going to charge up a shine spark, and you're going to ball spark across this room. You can opt to kill that Zeta now, but because those little balls have a habit of blowing up and you can't shoot while that explosion's on screen, I prefer to wait until after we have gravity to kill that guy, even though it's technically not any faster. So you can just make your way through these transporters. This room, you should have enough health to just kind of tank through this room. And then this room, just shoot those guys and you'll have enough time to get through here to lay your bomb. You have more than enough time to get through that room like that. But, actually, let me show off kind of a backup strat. The alternate strat. This, obviously, you don't want to do this because it's slow, but you can do that. but it's a lot slower, and there's not really a need to do that. So now you're going to make your way through here. Check your health here. If you have less than, say, if you have less than 2 E-tanks here, I would honestly take this save. Just because there's a lot of stuff that can do damage in this next room, or, if you're short on power bombs. Actually, if you're short on power bombs, I would save later. But, okay, so in this room, the way I like to do this is to just shoot a missile straight down. Line yourself up with this wall, shoot a missile straight down. That will usually put the thing in a good spot. So like that. And then I use missiles to clear that out so I don't blow up the brain. And then I'll use supers here because you don't care too much about your super count. And then just shoot the ball over there. Let me actually show how long this hallway is now that I think about it. 1 super is usually more than enough to get the ball over there. But now you're going to head up here, charge a Shine Spark, roll through here, and spark across the room. Alright, now this room, there are fake ceilings. The quickest way to get through this room is to just shoot the plasma beam straight up and just go. But you have enough time here, I'll show that. You have enough time to beat the explosions, even going sort of slowly. But that's that strat, but oh boy. Okay. But let me show another safe strat. You could opt to use missiles. 2 missiles is enough to get you through, but there's honestly not much of a reason to do that unless you're really low on health. But pick up ScrewAttack, edge straight down. And then you're going to charge up another Shine Spark here. Actually, there's no reason to charge the Shine Spark, it doesn't do anything. But then you're going to head up this way. Since you don't need to worry too much about your health right now, is the nice thing. But since I'm doing a lot of silly stuff because it's a tutorial, I'm going to take the save. So you're going to make your way left. And this is where we're going to want to start cleanup. Same thing, just in reverse. Shoot the dudes. You have plenty of time to get out of there. Head upward. This guy right here leads to Gravity Suit, but we don't need Gravity Suit for cleanup, so we're going to be getting that later. So take the far left transporter back to the Golden Temple. Now this room right here could make a pretty reasonable claim for the worst room in the game, because there's a lot of space for this ball to just kind of screw you. But I have a sort of consistent setup for it. So what I like to do is line myself up with this wall on the right, aim diagonally down with a missile, and shoot like that. That usually works out pretty well for me, but occasionally you'll wind up with the ball going out that door. But if you keep an eye on it, that should not happen, he says as the ball goes out the door. Alright. Well, I can show off another strat. Some people like to use a super and shoot down and to the right. That's also, a perfectly viable strategy. And that, in fact, seemed to work out better this time. But since the movement of these balls is not consistent, just do whatever seems to make the most sense for you. So now, those are all bomb blocks, and you're going to make your way through here. I'm going to show off the fancier strat where you speedball like that and then go down. An alternate strat you could do is to go here, power bomb, and then charge your speed boost like that. Let's try that again. Either way, jump down through the ScrewAttack. If you're not comfortable with the layout of the room, that strat might be better because it reveals all the blocks for you. And then you're just going to Shine Spark your way through here, grab these missiles, and then take this path out. Now at this juncture, you want to make sure you have 1 power bomb. We're going to head out this way because we need that power bomb for a power bomb tank, and then we're going to collect these missiles up here because it's a lot faster to get those with space jump than it is to try bomb jumping up there. But now what you're going to want to do is you're going to head left, unmorph here, start speed boosting right at the edge, one big jump, and then speedball there. If you miss that speedball, which is honestly it's pretty easy to miss that speedball because you don't have a great visual reference for most of that jump, but just kind of back up here and start speed boosting. And then you're going to space jump through this room, speedball out here, head down, right into the Ancient Guardians room, and you're going to head up. Now this is where you're going to want to drop your power bomb. Grab the missiles on the way out. Grab the power bomb tank first. Now lay a power bomb in this room, grab the missiles while that's going off, and drop down. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to charge a speed boost here. This speed boost charge is actually pretty tight, but you can get it without going through the door. So let me try it without going. If you're not comfortable with this, you can always back up through the door a little more. Like, I just messed it up, so let me back up through the door just for the consistency. Alright, then you're going to jump down here, full height standing spark, and then go into a space jump across this bit. If you're really good, you can get it all the way out here, but that's kind of difficult. So now, and the backup for missing that is just roll across the room. Now we're going to drop a power bomb right here, and then we're going to charge up another shine spark. Roll in here, and right around here, you're going to lay a power bomb and spark straight up. Grab the missile tank, drop down, and then in there. So I'm trying to explain these strats, but I also have to. A lot of them are kind of time sensitive. So, and I want to show the strat working the way it's supposed to. But anyway, now you're going to make your way down through the tunnel. We're heading right now up to the Thoth area. So here you're going to want to speed boost because it's faster, and if you're really cool, you can actually speedball on here, but that's incredibly difficult. And then just space jump up here, pick up this missile pack, and then these are all crumble blocks if you want to stand on them for whatever reason. And then now you're just going to make your way out to the Thoth, which is right in the research team area. We're going to skip over the entrance to Area 3 for now. So now, line yourself up over here. This is going to work very similarly to getting to the research team, where you're going to speed boost here and then space jump across the next room and speedball on the other side. But once you speedball on the other side, you're going to lay a power bomb and then spark up the elevator shaft. So hopefully I can do that without screwing it up. And the key there is to make sure, if you don't get that spark, you have to make sure that you're up top at the elevator when the power bomb goes off, or else you won't spawn the elevator. And if you don't spawn the elevator, you gotta wall jump up that shaft, which actually takes longer than just taking the elevator, because that elevator moves pretty quickly, which we'll see on the way down. So now you're gonna start pretty much right on the edge, and you're gonna charge a speed boost, you're going to space jump up and then speedball there, which I didn't do. But if you don't get it, that's okay. Get this power bomb tank. This is also the fusion room. Then you're going to spark right and space jump across here. If you wanted to save, maybe a handful of frames, you could speedball onto the roof of the ship and then ball spark right, but honestly, there's not much of a reason to do that. Right around, you see kind of where the thing in the background, it kind of, getting this power bomb tank, you're going to be lined up roughly with the top of that. So now you're going to get the power bomb tank, and then once you take this big drop here, unmorph, and you're going to, wait for it, start speed boosting. Because your idea is to get down here, open that door, and then speedball all the way through here. And then there's a couple of different strats here. This is probably the most common one. But there's several different varieties. And you're going to charge a shine spark in this room. Make sure you have your supers selected. and then spark right back across because there's a mini boss. So I'm going to pause here to talk about the mini boss for a couple minutes. This mini boss has a very bad hitbox. If you shoot him too quickly, your missiles will just go straight through him. There's a lot of times where you think you'll have hit him, but it won't have hit him. It's bad. But that said, I have a really consistent setup for fighting this guy. Basically, the way it works is you're going to want to try to get off 3 supers during his first attack phase. Then it takes, I think, 9 supers to kill him. You'll want 3 during his first attack phase, 3 when he's on the ceiling, and 3 during his second attack phase. Don't use power bombs on this guy because they do very little damage to him and they give him huge amounts of invincibility. If you're kind of low on supers, it's 8 supers and 1 regular missile, but I prefer to just use supers. So let me try showing this off to you. You want to line yourself up with this tank. Crouch. Oops. Okay, so that's kind of what that fight should look like. I like to use the charge beam to pick up all of his drops because it lets you be a little less concerned with your super count and potential, and makes it basically guaranteed that you'll be able to skip a save later on. So now you're going to take this elevator down, and you're going to speed boost through here. You're going to want to make sure that you jump over those crates, speedball again, and then take this elevator down. So you can see this elevator moves quickly, so you don't want to space jump up that shaft, because that's going to be slower and a heck of a lot more tedious. But anyway, once we're down here, now we're going to make our way back to area 3. And I like to kill these guys because I like to be full on supers heading into area 3, because we're going to be needing our super count for some Metroids back in area 5. So make your way up here. This movement's very similar to the movement when you were in this area the first time. So there's nothing really new for the moment. And you don't need that save. If you've been following my tutorial exactly, now you'll pick up these missiles, but you could just as easily pick these missiles up when you're in this area the first time. So now we're going to go up here. These are super blocks, so blow them up with a super. Once you get into this room, lay a power bomb and blow that ball over to the side with a super. If you have good RNG, the ball will do that. If you have bad RNG, it'll just bounce around over in this area. But now I like to use the supers, but just for drops. So now what you want to do is you'll want to go back over here and charge a speed boost. This doesn't save a huge amount of time, but it's nice to do. Grab the tank and then spark to the right. Okay, I'm going to talk about this strat for a little bit. This strat is going to basically enable us to go from here all the way out to here with 1 space boost. I'm only going to go for it once, and I'm going to explain a few backups. Getting this strat saves a good solid 10 seconds over getting the first backup strat. So it's really nice to get this strat, even though it is very hard. But what you're gonna do is you're going to shine spark right here, half height, and then space jump out here. Okay. And then you'll want a speedball right here, but that's okay, because if you do that, what you can do is just head back here and recharge your speed boost and then speedball like that. Okay, so now, just in the interests of completion, I'm going to show off the backup strat. If you miss that anything up until about here, which is the most common reasons to miss that are bonking this part of the ceiling or not getting through those blocks, which let me use a power bomb to show that. It's pretty easy to not do that, to not hit all of those, because that's a pretty tight window. But if you miss that, then what you'll do instead is you'll go up here, get a speed boost here, and then jump all the way along. Once you're in here, you need to Shine Spark, lay a power bomb, and then Shine Spark again. So, and just ball spark out. And then you're going to drop down in here, and down again into the Spacer Room. Get a Shine Spark here, by the way. It's right behind that guy. And then full height ball spark and spider ball right on into the transporter. And we are done with the first part of cleanup for now. Now we're going to go grab gravity. And the way to get it. The thing about gravity, why am I running here? Lay a power bomb in this room, and then drop down. Lay a power bomb in this room. The thing about this is you can't shoot or anything while you're on these walls, so that's why we make pretty aggressive use of power bombs. So then drop down here, shoot your missile down here, because you can make use of the splash radius. There is a bomb block right there, but you don't need to use that. And lay a power bomb in this room to just clear this out. If you're out of power bombs, there's a passageway you can take up here, like that. That's the intended path, but power bombs are faster. And then we're going to grab gravity. And it's got a cool little animation to go along with it. You're not just picking up an item. Alright, so now on your way out, now you're immune to this sort of stuff, so you can shoot during that. And Shine Spark up this room. And most of these walls are fake, so you can just screw attack right through them. Take your transporter. And in this room, I feel kind of bad because I started doing a Shine Spark strat, and like that, where you would Shine Spark across here, and I feel really bad about that because it turns out that's actually about a second slower than just going up here and just damage boosting through the spikes like this. Anyway, now what you want to do is charge up another Shine Spark. This one's going to save a lot of time, and you're going to go straight up. And then once you get to right around here, it's very, very close to the door. You can drop a power bomb, and then you can go up here and speed boost into the power bomb tank. And it's slightly faster than dropping your power bomb here and just rolling. Now, the strat for this room is actually a little time sensitive, so I'm going to explain it, then do it. Basically, you drop a bomb right here, then rush over here and blow that up. So it looks something like this. And then you need to shoot a missile to help that ball along, because if you don't, it won't make it. And because this tutorial's been going on for over 20 minutes, I'm going to take this save and end it here. But you shouldn't need to take this save if you've been following with my, if you've been following what I've been doing, because a lot of the things I did during cleanup were specifically designed to get 12 super missiles at this point, so you don't have to take this save. It can just go straight down to the Alpha Squad. But that's it for right now. Next tutorial we'll go through the rest of the distribution center and probably the tunnel areas to the Omega Nest. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, just drop it in the comments and I will do my best to address it. But until next time, we're done here.